Hey guys, welcome back. So in the last video, we understood how is DQ operation done on a queue. Hope you have understood that concept. Now in this video, let's see some of the other operations that can be performed on a queue. So peak operation, as we already know, that it is very similar to DQ operation. The only difference is we do not take out the value from the queue. We just watch the value. We don't take it out. So that's the same thing we are saying, that return header dot value, but don't update the header. So if this is our queue, then if we do a peak operation, it will go to the first node and it will display this value, but it will not do any modification to this node. It will be as it is. So that's what we are doing over here. Here we are checking if node is equal to null, that is if queue is empty, then we cannot do any peak operation. So we simply return an error message. Now as you would have guessed, time and space complexity for this will be order of 1 because we are not using any extra space, and also all of the statements are constant time statements. The next operation is queue empty operation. So here we simply check if header equals to null, then we return true. That is, only if header is null and it is not pointing to any node, we can safely say that the queue is empty, else we return a false. So the time complexity of this operation is also order of 1 because all of these statements are constant time operations. Space complexity again is constant because we are not using any extra space for this operation. The last operation is deleting a queue. So it is very simple. We just have to update head and del. Make both of them as null. This will automatically delete the entire queue. So how that works is very simple. If we make this as null, then this link gets destroyed and node 1 is not being pointed by any reference. So garbage collector can delete this node. Similarly, once this node 1 is deleted, nobody is pointing to node 2. So this can also be deleted by garbage collector. Similarly, node 3, after node 2 is deleted, nobody is pointing to it. So garbage collector delete this also. Similarly, rest of the nodes. Now in case of the last node, the case is little different because it is pointed by node 4 as well as del. So we also have to make sure that del also becomes null, so that node 5, this link and this link both gets disconnected, and this can get eligible for garbage collection. Now if we see the time and space complexity, both of them are order 1 because no extra space is being used, and this operation will take constant time. Now before wrapping up this subtopic, let's quickly recap all of the time and space complexities of all the operations that we have seen till now. So we have seen these 7 operations till now, and all of the time complexity for these operations and space complexity has been order of 1. And one important thing to see here is we did not see is full functionality. Why is that? Because in case of a linked list, there is no concept of is full. We can keep adding as many nodes as we want till the system supports, and hence we need not implement is full functionality over here. That is why it has been crossed over here. So that is all about the queue data structure. In the next video, let's quickly recap the comparison between array and linked list implementation, and also see when do we use queue and when we should not use it. And that will complete the queue chapter.